So the conversation between Jukebox and Kanan was telling in so many ways. It showed us how smart Jukebox is, it showed us how naive Kanan still is, but more importantly it revealed two things which I'm going to focus on in this video. The fact that Jukebox knows secrets about Kanan and the family, which she definitely doesn't want to share to protect Kanan. And secondly, Kanan for the first time turning on Juke and threatening her. We all wondered how and why Kanan chose Tariq over Juke in power, and there's still a lot more to be played out before we really see why. But we're going to be talking all things secrets and threats, breaking down the Kanan and Jukebox relationship. But of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. And over the coming week I will be bringing a Power Book 2 Go Season 2 video. Seeing as it is the mid-season break for Raising Kanan, it does give us a chance to look at some more updates and storyline updates. But let's get into all things Jukebox and Kanan, because from the beginning of the season, we've all questioned how can Kanan pick Tariq over Jukebox in power and killed someone who he grew up with and had so much love for. But Raising Kanan has shown us that even a backstory has a backstory, and in essence we are being fed little pieces of a big jigsaw puzzle, like in this scene, through dialogue, through actions, and through facial expressions from these two characters. Kanan described Juke in his narration as someone who had a voice, but not to let this voice fool us. Juke was as hard as they come, and nobody loved Jukebox harder than Kanan. But there are things that Jukebox and Kanan agree on and disagree on, and one of the main issues is between these two characters is Davina. Jukebox made it clear from episode 1 that she clearly wasn't a fan of Davina. She was someone who'd been playing Kanan to the left since the very first grade, and Jukebox told Kanan that maybe he should just get over her, so she's never really been a fan of Davina from day one. And Jukebox is someone who has shown us in the very early parts of Raising Kanan that she has more wits about her, she has much more of a harder shell, and she's someone who doesn't make emotional based decisions. For example, we just have to look at the situation between her and Nicole, when Nicole's parents really made her feel worthless, where she was belittled, called disgusting, and eventually thrown out. It was a really heartbreaking moment for Juke, but Juke knew she couldn't retaliate, and I don't think we'll see her retaliate on Nicole or her parents. And on the other hand, we have Kanan, who let his emotions and feelings about Davina get to him, and this saw him going for buck 20 on the corner of 140th, which shows he's very naive compared to Juke. If Juke was there, then she definitely would have put a stop to it, just like she tried to stop him from going after Scrappy. He continued to show his naivety when he goes after Scrappy after the stash house was hit, thinking it was Scrap, even though Juke told Kanan that Scrappy was one of Rack's most trusted soldiers, and it might have just been his girl Davina. And Jukebox has this hard shell because she's been through a lot. She's been through more than Kanan has. She's lost both her parents at one point when she lost her mom to a Knicks player, and when Marvin went inside for a short period of time, which I'm going to come to later on in the video as well. But that's the difference between Kanan and Jukebox. Jukebox has experienced a lot more than Kanan has, from heartbreaks to setbacks and being forced to hustle and make her own. But let's talk about Jukebox knowing that it was Davina who gave up the stash house, because I mentioned in one of my previous videos that love makes you blind, and this is what's happened to Kanan in this situation. Jukebox told him the truth, and sometimes in life you know the truth, but you don't want to hear it. You want to believe something else to be true, and this is Kanan's thought process in episode 5. Jukebox really is just looking out for Kanan and her family, even though she's made a point to never get involved in the shit that Marvin and her family are into. But she just doesn't want Kanan to do something stupid, which he does anyway. Kanan goes after Scrappy and of course gets himself arrested. At some point Kanan will learn the truth about Davina, and this one's gonna burn. It really is just a matter of how, when and who reveals the truth to Kanan, and what he does after he does learn the truth. But that's enough of Kanan's naivety, because I want to talk about something else that went down in the conversation between Juke and Kanan, because this is really important between the two characters and for the relationship, especially how I mentioned that we really need to pay attention to the dialogue between the two characters to really understand why Kanan did eventually choose to kill Juke. And there's still going to be so many other factors that run across a number of years that would have contributed towards this. But Kanan asked Juke, "What do you know about my family, Juke?" And she said there are secrets that you don't know about our family, secrets that you don't want to know. So I'm going to run through a list of secrets that we know which Juke could be talking about, but I do think there are other secrets we haven't heard about just yet. But the first secret I want to talk about links back to my video that I uploaded yesterday, and for those who watched it will know how I think Raquel was the one who set Marvin up to go to prison. We all know for a short period of time Jukebox used to live with Raquel, where they used to curl up on the sofa long into the night, where they used to have their girly chats. This was revealed in the conversation between Juke and Raquel in episode 3, and this is where I think a lot of secrets which Jukebox talks about would have been revealed. And the secrets that Juke knows has come from Raquel, because they instantly shared another with each other, with Juke telling Rack that she's seeing someone and Raquel telling Juke about Symphony. It tells us that Raquel isn't scared about sharing secrets with Jukebox, and also tells us that Juke could possibly know that Rack was the one who sent Marvin away, which I went through in a bit more detail in my video yesterday. There of course is a secret in the whole situation with D-Wiz, which Jukebox would have known what really went down after she saw him get into the car with Lulu, and if Raquel has shared the secrets with her before and told her what happened in the past, for example with High Post and Defcon, then I'm sure she really knows what went down with D-Wiz. And it does bring me to talking about the big secret, which is about Defcon, and we all know that he's not Kanan's father, and Detective Howard it supposedly is, and it makes me wonder whether this is a secret that Jukebox knows, because if it is, then it could really be a game-changing moment which could really shift and change the dynamics of her relationship with Kanan. We've seen Kanan and Jukebox having a real close bond and a relationship in the first half of the season, and only in the last episode where we've actually seen a slight turn, where Kanan threatened Jukebox, where he told her to shut her fucking mouth, because he also knows secrets about her, and Jukebox's facial reactions tells us everything we need to know. She was really surprised that Kanan said what he said, because Juke was only trying to help Kanan at the end of the day, but I really wonder how Kanan will react when all of these secrets are revealed with Jukebox knows, because they haven't mentioned this for no reason. This is definitely something that will come back at a later date and play a role between Juke and Kanan. I can see this being a pivotal moment in their relationship, with secrets that Jukebox has kept, and it really being a turning point. As I mentioned before, the secrets will be a piece of the puzzle which will make us understand why Kanan eventually did choose Tariq over Juke. So the secrets that we do know so far are who really killed D-Wiz and who Kanan's father is. Rack sending Marvin to prison could potentially be another, but it's not confirmed yet. But there are definitely more secrets that Jukebox knows, and secrets that us as the audience are yet to learn, because Jukebox emphasized when she said to Kanan that you don't want to know the secrets that I know. So I do think she knows more than just about D-Wiz and Detective Howard, and towards the end of the season I think some of these will come to light and shift the dynamics of the whole family massively. We've already seen a shift with the way Marvin is treated by Raquel and Lulu, albeit he brought it on himself. We then saw a fight between Marvin and Lou, which also revealed more secrets, with Juke's mom being passed around by the league after being dealt with a Knicks player. So with all these secrets, the key thing to remember is the backstory will always have a backstory. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see another flashback, but all these secrets will be revealed and we'll be able to connect the dots even more, and eventually it's going to cause a little divide. It's going to cause some problems for the Thomas family, just like how we spoke about there's going to be a real power struggle with the Tarder family, with Lorenzo and Monet in Power Book 2 Ghost Season 2. I can see Marvin saying I've had enough of Raquel treating me the way she's treating me, and him taking things into his own hands, especially if she really did set him up to go to prison, and if he does find out it was Rack. Now I do find it a real shame that he doesn't get along with Jukebox, because if they did, then they really would be a deadly force. I really hope we do get to see them working together at some point, and where they could really join forces is with this issue surrounding Davina being the snitch, because Marvin said they needed to find out who ratted out the location of the stash house, and Jukebox also knows that it was Davina, and to see them working together would make for an interesting watch, and Jukebox smoking Davina would just add to the reasons as to why Kanan did pick Tariq over Juke. Whether or not they explore Marvin and Juke working together, I'm not so sure. It seems unlikely from what we've seen so far, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What do you make of Jukebox telling Kanan that she knows secrets about their family that he doesn't want to know, and what do you think these secrets are? And what do you make of Kanan's threat to Jukebox? Drop all your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section, and of course if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.